Hi, Princess Navia. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Andrew Sumi. Well, hello. Oh, thank you, Ishore. Welcome to Fashion Etc. Midday Edition. I'm doing fine. Thank you. You can't really see me against the backdrop. No, no wig today. Thank you. Well. How is everybody? Hi, Lisa. Thank you. So everybody loves my look today. Well, as you can see, I was actually going to postpone the show today, but I may not be on here long, only maybe about a half hour. Usually with my co-host, he usually has stuff to talk about. I usually have stuff to talk about. But he couldn't make it today. He's still having some major car trouble and is actually dealing with that right now. Hi, Tracy Turner Jackson. So it's just me, your friendly host from the neighborhood, Yvonne Festiva Das Forbes. Delvon may come in a little bit if I can get him on. I don't know how to do this on the actual computer, but let's see. Thank you. So thank you so much, everybody, for the compliments. Yeah, I wish I could. My computer decided to update today, so my backdrop is not up. So it's one of those days. But we make the best of it. Things happen. Hi, Carlos Asas Serrano. And as you know, this is Fashion Etc. Midday Edition. Today is Thursday. Happy Thursday to everybody. And, we're here Mondays through Fridays from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do have some news for you. Like I said, I'm only going to be on for maybe a few minutes because I was going to postpone the show. But, I missed my guys. I didn't want to. And I was telling Delvon I was going to, but I changed my mind because I miss you guys. I don't like to miss a day because I just feel some way out of sorts. So I'm here. I don't know what I did with my coffee, which I need. Oh, here it is. Here's my coffee. Ooh. So you guys are going to have to help me out today because something just came through actually on my news wire. But first of all, happy birthday to anybody out there that's having a birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, Delvon Johnson just came on. I'm quite sure he's going to be chiming in. So happy birthday to everybody. Anybody that has a birthday, happy birthday. It's a beautiful day here in New Jersey, New York, in the tri-state area. Miss you on the show yesterday, Lisa. I think Lisa was on, but I think she was on my page. You have to remember there's two pages, Delvon Johnson and my page. Hi, Adrian. How are you? Yes. Yes. I know, black against black with the backdrop. can't really see my hair, but yeah, it's maybe I can move to the light so you can see my look. There you go. You see it? Devil will be like, "Oh, you showing off again." There you go. Yeah, no wig today. It's getting too hot. Like I said, once the summer comes back, actually, Monday was exactly a year that I just went bold and just cut all my hair off. Exactly 1 year I cut my hair off. Yeah, you can't see it because my backdrop is not on today, but you can see my look today. I look against the white. Look against the white. Yes, no wig today. It's gonna be 80 degrees, honey. I don't know. I'm not doing the wig today, and I like my hair short. And like I was saying, 1 year exactly. Monday past was exactly a year that I cut all my hair off, and it's so liberating. I think I look good. He can't time off. We need the gossip on the fashion, etc. No time to play, right, Lisa? I know. See, he's always the one blaming me that I'm late. Now, see, proof is in the pudding. See, he's not even here. Never mind late. He didn't even show up. He didn't even show up. Hi, Yvette. Hi, sis. Yes, didn't even show up. So you guys gonna help me out because usually I have my little banter from my partner in crime back here, but he's actually on the thread, and I'm quite sure he'll chime in. So let me tell you what, he was actually having an issue with his car. He has a BMW, and apparently there was some parts, and I want to talk about this because a lot of people are going through problems like this, and sometimes you just have to speak up and be about your business and don't let these companies get off and think they can just talk you out of giving you what you deserve. So what happened was, his BMW parts was recalled. Now, his car drove perfectly fine. I think he only had a little crack in his headlights or something like that. It's only 3 years old, brand new BMW. 328i, I do believe, and some parts were recalled. And so he took his car in, and they gave him a loaner, which he had for a while. They gave him another car that was actually a two-seat. It was a very nice car. It was a 2018 car. Anyway, they held on to that car for maybe about 4 or 5 months, and then they gave him back his car and said that it was repaired, whatever the issue was. Anyway, he decides to drive his car, and he noticed that there was a button loose or a button broken, and then he started having issues where he would drive his car and then park his car, and then when he would go back to drive his car wouldn't start. Now, this is not an issue that he had at all prior to taking his car in. Now, they sell you on warranty on these cars and do callbacks for simple things like airbags and stuff. Then they screw up your car because these cars are all electronic. And it's, if anybody knows, like when you open up a parcel or you open a package that's like electronics and it's got all that styrofoam stuff in, and you try to repack it back the exact same way, it never comes out that way. And especially when you're dealing with computerized parts and you have people, mechanics that really don't know what they're doing. They say they know what they're doing, and they don't put your car back to intact. And especially if there's all these little components, he's gonna have a problem. Thank you, Niara. Thank you. Yes, everybody share. So they screwed up his car, screwed it up, and then when he went back to them, they said, "Oh, now you're gonna have to." We didn't do it. Of course, we didn't do it. No, obviously you did something because this was not an issue that this car came in with. Now I get my car back or gets his car back. Now that's an issue, major issue, because you couldn't even drive anywhere because if you drove somewhere, there's no chance of him. You didn't know if he was gonna be able to get back home because didn't know if the car would start. Anyway, he had to get a second opinion, but BMW had the nerve to tell him, "Oh, well, we're going to do a diagnostic. It's going to cost you $150. Why am I going to do a diagnostic? Why is he going to do a diagnostic when you guys messed up the car? Take the car back and fix the car. So he went and got a second opinion. They told him it was a software problem. They still called back BMW. They still gave him. He called corporate, and he still has some issues. So Delvon Johnson being my client, I told him what he should do. I said, when it comes to BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Ford, premium cars, they do not like, he did call corporate at first. They do not like to be blasted on social media. Trust me, they don't like to be, because that's bad for business. And I told him how to write it, and I said, listen, you need to put it out on social media, and I guarantee you they'll get back to you. Well, lo and behold, they did. He did that yesterday, and they definitely responded back to him. So now that's what he's dealing with. They took his car, and he filed a complaint. They took his car, and they're now, right now as we speak, are diagnosing the car, fixing the car, and whatever the case might be. But this goes to show that you cannot, social media, believe it, has its negatives and its pros and cons for sure. But when things like this happen to you and you're not getting anywhere with the corporate part of the company, put them on blast, honey, because if they know that people are seeing this, it's not bad for business, especially for BMW. Oh yeah, and he put it on Facebook. And it was well written too. I did ask him to write. But I said, you know what? This is not your problem. You need to put this back on BMW. Don't talk about this and this, whatever's going on. Take all the feelings and the emotions out of it. Just go with the facts. Go with what they did. Tell them they are responsible. And if not, then you can do a write-up. You can go to the press. They don't want that. They do not want anything negative, especially a car company like BMW. So, hi, Andreen, how are you? Yes, I'm here by myself today. And yes, they did respond immediately. Like I said, they are fearful of that because they don't know what can, and especially when your car has already been recalled. So that's one negative. That's one red flag. And this is the third red flag. Second red flag was you call the corporate, they didn't do anything. Now, third red flag, now they responded immediately because now they know it's getting serious. So anyway, I just want to tell you that's the reason why my partner in crime is not here today. He's handling his business. Hold on. Yes, Delvon, I'm putting my lip gloss back on. How do I look, guys? Delvon hates when I do this. Anyway, like I said, this is Fashion Etc. and I'm your host, Yvonne Forbes today. There's no Delvon Johnson, but we are here live. Now, just remember that someone had the nerve. I want to talk about this. There are haters out there. Hi, Hassan. Let me tell you, someone had the nerve to go on one of our feeds yesterday. I didn't even tell Delvon Johnson this. I don't think he saw it. Had the nerve to go on our feeds, and every time we come on Fashion Etc., we tell you what our show is all about. So Fashion Etc., we do talk about fashion, but the etc. is the important part because we also talk about everything else. This is a talk show, people, and it's called Fashion Etc. for a reason. It's not just fashion, but you have to remember there's fashion in everything. There's fashion in cars. There's fashion in food. There's fashion on your head. There's fashion in whatever you do. We're all surrounded by fashion, but then again, there's all the etc. too. Pop culture, music, travel, whatever your case might be. So someone had the nerve to come on yesterday on one of my feeds and say, oh, I'm still waiting for the fashion part. But, and it's funny because if he had totally watched the episode, he would have seen that it's not just about fashion. But he tried to comfort me. Oh, he tried to comfort us. So, I responded in kind and I said, and I don't normally do this because, I do have thick skin and you just sometimes just have to ignore the naysayers. And there are haters out there that you would not believe. There's haters out there. And when they see that you're doing something really wonderful, we have so many people that support us, that love our show, wait for us on a day-to-day basis. and then you have the little naysayer and the little negative peon out there that wants to come for us. I told him, I said, listen, you know what? Do me a favor. One, if you watch the show, you know that, our show's not just about fashion, but we talked about fashion all day yesterday, just with Meghan and Harry and the dresses and the hats and everything. We touch on fashion every day. Then I told him, I said, you know what? With all the show that's going on, if you don't like my show, please don't write on my page. Just don't watch and just ignore. So guess what I did? Responded, delete, block. Yes. I don't need the negative naysayers. We don't need that. And to be honest with you, it doesn't bother me because I can just brush off my shoulder just like that and keep it moving. Because basically, I'm telling you, mind your own business. If you have that much energy to worry about what we're doing, then obviously you're not doing much. And it's funny because I did go on his page and all he had was like dogs and puppies and garbage and crap pictures. So guess what I did? Just blocked him and moved on. So that's a lesson learned. I hope I can just relay this to you guys, that when you're striving for excellence and accomplishments and you're doing something wonderful, you are going to get the negative crap. Key is you cannot feed into it. It gets lonely at the top. If you guys, when you guys reach success or the level of success that you want to be at, you're going to look back and you're going to look down, and then at least 3/4 of the people that started out with you or said they were going to be there for you are no longer there. And it's those people that come all the way up with you that you stick with. You stick with them because they're the ones that are truly with you through thick and thin. When you're down, when you're out. And believe me, I've had some. Trust me, me and Delvon have had our days. We've had our days. And but we stick with it because, we have a common goal in mind. Hi, Sandy. Thank you, Andreen. Yes, like I said, 1 year later, I decided to, just remove the my wigs. It's hot today, so I appreciate the compliments. Sorry I don't have my backdrop, but like I said, I keep moving to the white part so you guys can see it. See? Hi, Sandy. So you're gonna have this problem. You're definitely going to have this problem. Hi, Jane. You're definitely gonna have this problem when you're moving up in the ranks in life and in your businesses. And all you have to do is keep your eye on the prize. Forget about everybody else, because when you get to your destination, first of all, enjoy the journey. But when you get to your destination, you look back, you kick stand up, and they're still in the mound back there, fuddling away, worrying about everybody else's business and not worrying about putting the energy into what they should be putting the energy into. So I'm not going to harp on that anymore. But I want to again say thank you for joining us. For those of you who just came on, my partner in crime is having at the car shop. He's dealing with BMW, and because they weren't doing what they're supposed to do. And so I'm here by myself today. So hi, Winner Holt. Hi, Sandra Jimenez. So anyway, I'm not going to go any further on that. Like I said, any birthdays out there, please tell me. So anyway, something just came through for me on my text message that another person has been accused of sexual harassment. Yes, that's what I said, Crystal. Instant block and delete, and that's exactly what I did. So, an actor who I love and adore and I think is incredible has now been accused of inappropriate behavior. Now, it says inappropriate behavior. So I'm wondering if they're being very strategic with this write-up. Morgan Freeman. Hi, Tiffany Carter. Yeah, Delvon is on the thread. Say hi to Delvon. Yeah, my Morgan Freeman is now multiple. I'm going to read it because it just came through my thread, so I'm going to read it to you guys. Multiple women have accused actor Morgan Freeman of harassment and inappropriate behavior, alleging the inappropriate touch they he made and that he made suggestive comments about their appearances. Now, this was reported by CNN. The news outlet spoke with 8 people who say they were harassed on production sets, on promotional tours, and 8 others who say they witnessed Freeman's alleged inappropriate behavior. One woman told CNN that Freeman rubbed her lower back and tried lifting up her skirt while she was working on the movie set for Going in Style. Then CNN, yes, yes. CNN reporter Chloe Meles, who co-authored Thursday's expose, alleged that Freeman made inappropriate comments about her pregnancy when she was covering the release of the film. It keeps coming. Meles said Freeman told her, "I wish I was there," while cameras were recording. You are right. As a typical of press junkies, Meles was the only CNN reporter present at the time. Other sources described instances where Freeman made inappropriate comments about women's appearances and stared at their bodies. They told CNN they did not file formal complaints out of fear of retaliation. Okay, so this was sent to me by our correspondent, Sandy. So I just got this just before the show. So I didn't really have time to process or digest this. But Sandy is writing on the thread. She said he slept with his step-granddaughter. He's a mess. And Delvon says, all these old damn men, child, please. Yvonne, I truly think that there are a lot of people out there waiting for a payday. I get it. There are 2 sides to this story, and there's going to be 2 arguments. It's just funny how all of these people, I guess because one person came out, there's strength in numbers, but it sounds a little too vague. Like I've had a man touch my lower back, but I never looked at it as like he's guiding me, or it's just a friendly hug. I've never looked at it as something inappropriate. Now you go down to my butt. Now that's a different story. I'm not on the fence on this one. I really am on the fence on this because, like I said, I haven't really had time to really digest this, but this Me Too movement is really having people come out, and I'm kind of fearful for some of these men out there because now, honey, we're not going to have no men wanting to date us because they're going to be afraid to even come and approach us and be fearful of saying the wrong thing. I'm not surprised, but they waited too long. But Morgan ain't innocent. Okay, yeah. When a lot of men aren't innocent. However, I mean, we need to start drawing a line, people. I think that, sometimes men will jest with us, and we jest back. We jest back. I mean, I could even say some things, and it could be taken inappropriately, but it's out of jest, and it's out of endearment and love. But people are now literally being really, really politically correct, really, really sensitive, and now, I'm just wondering if these guys out there that want to date a woman is wondering, well, am I saying the right thing? And it's going to cause for a lot of strain. Booty. Andrew Sumi, it's funny how these guys wait so long to come forth. And that's my issue. Like the whole Mario Batali, one of the ladies said that she actually went to the police station. We talked about this yesterday. Went to the police station. Why would you go all the way to the police station? You wake up with fluid, semen on your legs, scratches between your legs or on your thighs, and you wake up in the so-called rape room. You feel that you were drugged. You go all the way to the police station and then don't press charges and wait 20 years, almost 18 years. Wait, what? 2004, almost 15 years. It's ridiculous. Because I'm telling you, if somebody did something inappropriately to me like that, I'm not waiting. Honey, payday now. Bam. So I just want to hear your thoughts on that. So they would come for you. Someone said they would come from my boobs. Many have tried, honey, but my boobs kick back, honey. My boobs like to clap back. So if someone is inappropriate, trust me, they're getting it right there and then. I don't need a cop. I don't need a court. They're getting it right there and then. I will clap right back, right there and then if they get they would come for your boobs. No, they're not gonna come for. Please, Delmon, stop. Just stop. Just stop it. I have a booty. It may not be as big as these women, but I do have a booty. Coffee's good, Del. You're missing the coffee. Anyway, speaking about Mario Batali, it's getting serious, and now the Chew has been canceled. Yeah, it is ridiculous. The show The Chew has been canceled. I really like The Chew too. I like my girl Carla. I think she's great. Clinton and Michael Simon. I do know. We went to Fashion and Fascinating. We were actually a special guest at The View, and we sat, and everybody was just so great. We actually sat, where we actually eat the food. Everybody was wonderful. They came over and spoke to us. I just hope that. Let me just read this. What Andrew said. Andrew says, "I just hope that these situations are true, because if these women are lying, it's going to make it hard for the ones who have real cases." Yes, The Chew is canceled. Yes. See, you heard it here, honey. Chew is canceled. But the reason why they said a lot of sponsors are dropping out, and a lot of sponsors are dying. So Delvon Johnson's battery is dying, people. So you may not see him for the remainder of the thread. Let's hope he has his charger or can get a charger. Get a charger, Delvon, from somebody there. Anyway, back to The Chew. They are the sponsors are dropping out like flies, and I think it's just kind of premature. I know he hasn't been charged with anything. Mario Batali hasn't been charged with anything. They fired him from The Chew. I think they should just. I think it's just premature, and maybe bring some celebrity chef in. Don't get somebody new. Bring up somebody new in. Bring someone who's seasoned, like Emerald Lagasse or someone. Sorry, who can bring in the ratings? I think the ratings went down. I think people just lost interest with the whole Mario Batali thing, and I really liked that show. There was a lot of. It was very informative. The food was great. I think Carla. They had great chemistry. And I'm hoping that this doesn't backfire. And from what I'm hearing, they knew nothing about this. They were just called into the office. It's like, you just go to work one day and call into the office and say you're fired. The Chew's done. And I really thought that was one of the shows that was going to really, really, really last, had longevity. But no. And the thing is that they are going to put in its place, extend the GMA morning, Good Morning America to a third hour. Now, this is my problem. You can't call it Good Morning America if it's going to be in the afternoon. Not only that, they're thinking about putting Laura Spencer on in the afternoon. What they tend to forget is that Laura Spencer and another co-host, I forgot, the tall white guy, was a basketball player, football player. They had a show in the afternoon, and it didn't last too long. Laura's going to do well, but I think Laura needs to stick with her thing where she refurbishes things, and from shabby to chic stuff. She goes to flea markets and she, paints things and rejudge them. But I just think it's too long. Just come with another show. I think they need to just put Fashion Etc. on for that third hour, right? What do you guys think? We don't need 3 hours of GMA, honey. And that's all you see on GMA and all you see on the news is Trump. So we want to get 3 hours of Trumpy? No, don't think so. They say he loves his candy drug. Who loves his candy drug? You talking about who you talking about? Who loves candy drug? Andrew? Are you talking about Morgan Freeman? Or Trumpy? I'm just joking. Trumpy, yes or no? Talk to me, Andrew. Who I don't know who you're talking about. They said, oh, this person they that told me she happens to work in human resources with the company that he's affiliated with. Who is he and she? You're talking about Laura Spencer? You're talking about Morgan Freeman? Yes, dropping fashion, etc. Right, Crystal? Crystal, I didn't mean to get back to you yesterday. I know you inboxed me. I promise you, it's the Memorial Day weekend. It's just getting very hectic over here. So I will be back with you in a few days just to, get you over here for Fashion Week. Yeah. So with that said, it's just crazy, and I'm just, like I said, disappointed. I'm looking for my other notes here. I have some other notes here. So anyway, just hold on, you guys are going to make it. You'll have your own show. Oh no, we know we're gonna have our own show. Honey, that's already in the works, Bill. I'm just saying that, do we want to go on? Maybe we do want to go on the cable, because cable you're not really censored. Do we want to go on the national network, because then we're not gonna have the true opinions. The one that was fired on the Chew. Oh, that was Mario Batali. Yes, Mario Batali. He was an Iron Chef. I mean, well-renowned. That's like saying, I'm just so disappointed with the whole thing. Anyway, I wanted to talk about Serena. Now, all of you guys know that Serena was, and she looks great. She looked great at the wedding. She looks fabulous after 8 months of being, only 8 months after being pregnant. And she's got a gorgeous man, rich man on her arm, beautiful baby. I mean, she is living life. So anyway, she's returning to the circuit to play tennis. Now, as you all know, Serena was seeded number 1 in the world. We all know that. But since she went on her pregnancy, to come back, you see, you have the seeding is what they do when you say you're ranked 1, 2, 3, or 4. That's your seeding, and you've got to you win certain things and whatever the case, and then you're placed in the seeding. So when they brought her back, when she wants to come back, they wanted to seed her at 453. Only thing is that when you're seeded at 453, when she goes to play, she can play the top players currently playing and be knocked out right away. So a lot of people saying that's not fair, because she shouldn't be all the way down. I think what should be done is like she's being punished for being pregnant and going away and being pregnant, and that's the problem. That's the issue I have. We as women, there's something needs to be done. We should not be punished for anything for being pregnant. I think she deserves. I don't think she deserves to come back to number 1, but she should be in at least the top 10 seeding. So this way, she's treated in the correct manner, where she's not forced to play the top tier players when right out of the gate and just be knocked out of the competition right out of the gate. So I'm just saying that they're looking at maybe changing it, but they're not going to be able to change it until next year. But something needs to be done, and something needs to be done across the board. Women, that's what we're here for, to be pregnant. I'm not saying that, but that's our duty. God made us that way, to carry babies. And we should not be punished for having families. I love her legs. They're beautiful. Yeah, she's gorgeous, honey. She's absolutely stunning. So I just wanted your thoughts on that. And she's very smart. Yes, she's very smart. There's a lot of women out there that are very smart. They're very smart. They're athletic. They're business minded. It is what it is. But and that's the reason why they came up with Clinton came out with the FMLA, because women were afraid to have children and feared for their jobs to come back. So that's why the FMLA came out. That if you have a sick person, you should be able to take time off and concentrate on your family. That family is very important, very, very important. Your mother, your child, your husband, your daughter. And I understand that Trump is trying to do something in regards to that, to do away with that, but I don't think that's going to go over very well. Speaking of which, and family, Britney Spears, they talked about this yesterday, and I was going to talk about it yesterday, but we ran out of time. So, as we know, Serena should have, okay, I'm going to just read this before I go. Serena should have been given a seed to play in the French Open. I am so upset with that. I think they're still going to give her the seed, but I haven't updated. I don't know about today. Maybe they're not. She deserves to be in the top 10. I agree. Not 453. That's like telling her you're going to play with me, and I don't even play tennis. Yeah, I tried to play tennis one time. No, it's not for me. That's a very hard game. Very hard game. Just way too much running and hitting. But anyway, talking about family, I want to talk about this whole thing with Britney Spears. Now, we all know Britney Spears. She went through her moment. She cut her hair off. She rebelled. And, she was with Kevin Federline, who was her background dancer. And she had 2 kids with Kevin. And anyway, things went awry. They split up. He has sole custody of the kids. She is like on the top of her game right now. She's got a residency in Vegas, and she's worth right now, from what I'm understanding, she's worth close to $33 million. That's a lot of money. People, thank you so much for the hearts and the love and the thumbs up and the flowers. That makes me so happy. Yvonne, do you think that you guys can have your episode on Netflix when you reach 100 episodes? We're trying, people. We're trying. We do have a platform, though, that's going to go out there. So we're trying. We're working on it. But anyway, hold that thoughts, Andrew. I wanted to talk about Britney Spears and Kevin Federline. So he currently receives child support of $20,000 per month. Now, he lives in a 2,000 square foot home. She lives in a 15,000 square foot home. The kids, she has basketball, pools, you name it. So when the kids go over there, they're treated like gold. She even has an elevator in her house. Basketball court, tennis court, you name it, living the life. Anyway, Kevin has sole custody of the kids, and they live with him. But Kevin has 4 other kids with different women. So he's complaining now that the $20,000 is not enough to take care of these 2 kids. The kids, I think, are 11 and 12. So they're at the age now. They're going to need a little bit more money. But I'm sorry. $20,000 per month, I think is good for now. Because I think before she can give him a little bit more. But before she does that, I think what she needs to do is get herself a forensic accountant and really look at those books, because if he's using the $20,000 to pay for and take care of his other kids, that's totally wrong. That all that $20,000 should go to his 2 kids that he has with Britney. And granted, he stuck with Britney through thick and thin. Granted, he does have sole custody. Granted that because he has sole custody, Britney is able to get back on top and really do her thing and live life. However, many people today don't have $20,000 a month to take care of 4 kids, let alone 2 kids. Now, I understand there's a quality of lifestyle, yeah, boom. But if you're living in a 2,000 square foot home, it can't be that bad. Okay, you want to go on a trip? Okay, you just pay for those 2 kids to go on the trip. $20,000 a month is what, $140K a year for 2 kids. Not bad. She can maybe go up, but honestly, I really think he's using that money for the other kids. And if he's doing that, then that's wrong. And I say, okay, if you don't want to do it, or she can get what do you call it? File for sole custody. But I don't think she's going to do that, because that's going to take away from her career. With that said, so I wanted to talk about that. The other thing I wanted to talk about, he needs a man. Okay, so Andrew Sumi said he needs a man man up and get a job and get his own career. True. I agree with you. Oh yeah, thank you. That's 250,000. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. My math was way off. Yeah, I think that's more than enough. I think that's more than enough. And you're right. He needs to man up. If you can run around there and put your little, whatever in your donut hole and have all these kids, you need to man up and get a job. Yeah, he can't dance anymore. Have you seen him? He's definitely not a background dancer, neither a forefront dancer. He needs to get a job and do it. $240,000 is yeah. You're right. I'll take them. Yeah, Lisa, and they're cute kids. They are. If you want to give me $250,000, honey, I'll be come to mama, honey. I got some big bosoms for you, honey. They'll be taken care of for real. Absolutely. Yeah. That's what I say. That's what I say. Anyway, I love you guys. We love you guys. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for supporting. Brittany can contact me if you want someone to take care of your kids. Yeah. So you know what? Hashtag and do another at Brittany. But honestly, Brittany has. I don't understand why she just don't take the kids, because she's got nannies. She can pay for nannies. She can pay for au pairs. She can pay for household people to, while she's on doing whatever, they handle the business. And not only that, her father still handles her money. Why? I have no idea. But then again, that's her business. I don't know. They will learn culture. It's true. You're so right about that. Sandy, you still here? Who's gone? You still here? I know she don't want the headaches, but she won't really have the headaches, Lisa, because she's going to have people deal with the headaches for her. People do that all the time, especially when they got that kind of money. They do that all the time. Anyway, so did anybody hear about that story about the three actresses? Hi, Millette. How are you? Let me see. I got to find the story. So give me a minute here. About the three, there were three actresses. She should get the kids. I think she should get the kids. I agree. Just save yourself all the headache. You don't have to pay child support. Pay someone $120,000 a year. Pay me $150,000 a year. I'll take care of the kids. As long as you give me room and board and everything else and cover everything else, I'm good to go. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Yeah, I think that she should just take the kids. Anyway, there are three actresses that were, I think, eating at a restaurant, and they were literally dragged out. They were literally dragged out of the restaurant by a security guard who was moonlighting for. He's a cop, but he was moonlighting for the restaurant. And the video actually distinctly shows this guy just yanking them out of the restaurant for no apparent reason, just didn't want them there. And now it's making big waves. Apparently, T.I., the rapper T.I., is speaking up, and he's rallying the celebrities to come together to address the situation, and they want to boycott the restaurant. The only thing is that they never highlighted the restaurant, and I think they're getting smart with that now, because the same thing happened with like Starbucks, Sambuca's. They don't want these restaurants to be shut down, so they're hiding the names of the restaurant. But what my thing is that it really needs to stop. Another incident was a young lady in Texas was actually, she was stopped for no reason, just a checkpoint, and the state trooper or Texas state trooper grabbed her, arrested her, and apparently raped her. That's what she's claiming, and and took her to jail. She's crying foul, But the fact is, she's still in jail, and people are now rallying around for that. They're not believing her story, but she stated that she was raped. My thing is that it's getting really, really bad. And I wanted to just talk about the young man, the lawyer up here in New York that conducted the rant about the people speaking Spanish. Well, yesterday or the day before, he decided that he's going to issue an apology. Now, I read the apology. Yeah, I'm giving the side eye. That apology was such a bunch of bullshit. I said it. And so much crap. It wasn't authentic. It wasn't from the heart. It's only because he realized, oh, he's in a lot of shit. He's in a lot of trouble. And the only way for him to get out is to at least start somewhere. And the only way for him to start was with an apology. And no one is thank you, Adrian. The three ladies were using the restroom at the Houston restaurant, and they took longer than what the off-duty officer felt it should be. Yes, thank you, Adrian. But I'm just telling people have your cameras charged, your cell phones, and videotape everything, because we've got to protect ourselves now, because people aren't believing us. And, our youth, people are getting killed, raped. I don't know what's going on. I just heard last week a young boy was lynched, and it's getting bad. Border patrols are stopping people, U.S. citizens, because they're speaking Spanish. It's like there's no tolerance now. And it's spreading like wildfire, because now it's happening in Canada. I saw a story in England. In England, I'm surprised, where a top model made some racist remarks, and they had it on a daytime show. It's getting really bad. Back to the lawyer. The apology was from the lawyer. I agree it was not authentic. He should be disbarred. You're right. I think that he realized that it's getting really bad. And to be honest with you, he could have done without the apology, because he just added insult to injury. And let me just keep my thoughts to my real thoughts to myself, because I could really go off on a tangent on it. Hey, Sean, how are you? Yes, I'm by myself, by my lonesome self today. Yes, I don't have my troublesome co-host. He's gonna hate that too. Excuse me. He's not gonna my troublesome co-host. He's always picking on me. He's always telling me I'm late, and I'm not even late. He just didn't show up. No, he had car trouble today. So, Sean, I hope it's nice in Florida. Say hi to Uncle Clifford for me. Yeah, Yvonne, there are people in Miami residents who doesn't care for Starbucks after what happened in Philadelphia. Yeah, rightly so. I mean, listen, people do this to you, then you do not patronize those establishments. Do not give them money. I'm telling you, when you hit the pockets, that's when it's going to change the game. You hit the pockets. Money talks, BS works all the time. Even in politics, business, it works all the time. That's the reason why Delvon is where he's at right now, because I told him, if you talk about BMW and they feel that they can lose customers because of what you went through, they're going to address the situation. It's all about the money, believe it or not. And it's a shame. It's not about doing the right thing anymore. It's all about the money. Yeah. Yeah. So, with that said, and then, like I said, I was telling you about a young boy was lynched about a month ago. And it's funny how that story never really made the airwaves. And it's rather pathetic. We're not going back there, people. I'm telling you right now, we're not going back there. Nope. Black folks are not going back there. So they might as well just forget it. Down south, all those people thinking all these racist marks and people feel that it's okay. We're not going back there. We are putting up a fight. And there's no tolerance for it. I say here, I have white friends. I have friends from all different cultures. But you know, when it's wrong, it's wrong. And I'm going to speak up. And I, as a black woman, I'm going to speak up for my culture, because you know it could happen to me. I could be just driving and someone just stop and say, you know, a cop stopped me and you know put my hands up, and the next minute they're going to try and cut me off to rape me. But trust me, I'm putting up a fight. And I'm going to make sure that I'm leaving some marks so there is some proof that he tried to do something to me. But then again, you never know. They might say I'm resisting arrest and just shoot me, and then hey, what happened? So we gotta speak up. We have to speak up. Hi, Monique Wiggins. How are you? How's everybody? So, yeah. So I just, like I said, I feel racism should be taught at home. It's not just something that should be written by risk management, by shutting down Starbucks for day-to-day teaching. But you know, if we're going to do this, it should be mandatory for every company. But even then, it doesn't mean that all the employees are going to comply. That color is very becoming on you. Oh, thank you, Monique. Hiya. What's that? Hiya. Okay, I'm just repeating what Monique is writing on the thread, people. Hi, Mark. How are you? Thank you for coming on. Oh, I love my thumbs up. Yes. So, anyway, so this is something I wanted to finish out with. And this is something that's very close to me. I always talk, because I have a client who is a bullying activist who's well known in the world. Her name is Egypt Ofele, and she was bullied at 10 years old, and she became an internet sensation. And I was bullied when I was younger. I'm sure someone's been either bullied on the job, bullied somewhere, form or fashion. Anyway, read a story yesterday about a young kid in Brooklyn, East New York, came home and started to urinate blood. And what happened was, about maybe a couple of weeks prior to that, the mother went to the school because the kids said that they play this game called Bangkok. Yes, I said it, Bangkok. And what it is that the kids kick each other in the private areas. And if you miss, then they said something, what is it? Something other cock, like you missed the cock or something like that. And you get teased for it. So they have this game in the schools called Bangkok where kids are actually kicking each other in the nuts. And they keep kicking each other in the nuts. What the hell is going on? Why is this even allowed in schools? Now, the mother went up to the school and the teachers and the principal said, well, that's the game that these kids play. No, stop it. Don't allow it. So it so happens that they continue to kick this kid in the cock, in the area, and he started bleeding blood. And he was diagnosed with, I can't even pronounce the name, where he's bleeding blood. The thing is that parents, you guys cannot just lie down and just allow this. I would have taken the principal to court. I would have been on the news. I would have been everywhere to protect my child. You cannot just take a teacher's word for it when they say, oh, well, it's something that the kids play. Teachers and principals are responsible for their schools. There are schools that literally do not tolerate. It's no bullying, no tolerance, sent home, whatever. And now you're allowing this game? Could have killed the kid. So for you who are parents, I'm just letting you know that this is what's going on. And you've got to talk to your kids. You've got to find a way to get through to your kids. If you think nothing is happening, something is happening. Just ask. Is anybody treating you in a way that you shouldn't be? And it's okay to tell me. I'm not going to be angry at you. Even the teacher said they were going to call the other parents in and have a conversation. What happened to that? Kid's still bleeding from his urinating blood. So my thing is I'm really perturbed by this. I don't even have children of my own. I don't. But I'm a godparent. I have nieces and nephews. I have a lot of kids that I do represent, and they look to me as a mother, and I go hard for them, and they're not my own flesh and blood. But it's got to stop. The bullying has to stop, and we've got to find a way to instill this from the home. Because I'm telling you, if it was my child, if I had children, I would let every single one of my children say, if You bully somebody, then there's going to be hell to pay when you get home. But at the same time, I don't expect you to sit there and tolerate anybody bullying you, because I will go up there and handle it. And you know what? I remember my days, and I could be wrong because a lot of people disagree with me, but I'm going by old school. I remember my days, if something like that happened, my parents were up at that school and they would yank that child and they would yank that parent and really had no business. But now it's like, oh, you can't talk to the parents, you can't talk to the child. No, it has to stop. So people may disagree with me. That's fine. I have my opinions. You guys have your opinions. But we've got to protect our children. We have got to protect our children. They're our future. And we're losing too many kids over foolishness. Absolute foolishness. Bangkok? Come on now. This is ridiculous. So anyway, I wanted to let you guys know, this is Delvon Johnson's book. He's not here. And so this way he can't say, oh, you never, this is Mirror Mirror. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on at Barnes & Nobles. And you can also go to his website, DelvonJohnson.com. It's about the fashion world. And it really does it does kind of like play to the Me Too movement right now, because it has characters in here who are trying to move up in the world, in the fashion world. It's a great book for, I don't know if you can see because I know there's a lot of shine. It's a great book for a summer read. The weekend, the Memorial Day weekend is here. If you're going to the beach, put your shades on, just chill and relax and read his book. He's going to be having some book signings and going on like a mini book tour very soon. So we hope you guys can join us. And like I said, it's very easy read, but it's a lot of fun. And I'm in the book. I'm being a diva, but you know that I'm a diva anyway. Anyway, so that's DelvonJohnson.com. So you can get that book there. And also tomorrow we're gonna be on location. We're gonna be at Yanni Couture, which is a fabulous designer here in New Jersey. She actually caters to the curvy woman. So for all you women who have curves and have questions, we're going to be showing the line and be there. And she's got some great deals. So and what I like about is the originality of the outfits, and they're just fabulous, stunning. So I'm looking forward to that. And for those people who are just graduated and have birthdays out there and is celebrating life, I want you guys to totally keep celebrating and keep enjoying. Enjoying life. Also, I wanted to know if anybody had any questions for me before I leave. No questions? Wow, that's strange. That is strange. Anyway, I'm looking forward to a great weekend. If I don't see you guys tomorrow, I want to wish you guys a wonderful and happy Memorial Day weekend. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. And hopefully Delvon Johnson will be here with me. But if not, I'm going to have to hold the fort down again, okay? But I know, payback's a BITCH. He's going to get his, where he's going to stick. I'm going to stick him on the show by himself one day. Anyway, this is Fashion Etc. Midday Edition. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'll see you tomorrow. Stay fashionable. Now remember, this is Fashion Etc. Midday Edition. And we do talk about fashion, but we talk about everything and anything in between, etc., etc., etc. We do it all. And we do it because we love you and because we know you are fashionable. Okay? So be good and keep smiling. I love you. We love you. On behalf of Delvon, we love you. Check it out. Make sure you stay tuned. Fashion Etc. Yvonne and Delvon. Bye. Take care. Have a great weekend if I don't see you guys. Take care.